Okay, time to look at Instagram because I have nothing better to do. Alright. Oh, Arnold Schwarzenegger posted. Cool. Couple new followers, nothing crazy. Wait a minute. What in the Steven Spielberg's extraterrestrial testicle is that? A new Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie? And it's not even Last Straw? I gotta make a video about this. Oh, cool, I'm already recording. Alright, well, let's get into it. Okay, before we get into this, let me explain something. So, they had the Diary of a Wimpy Kid book series, but then in 2010, they released the first Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie, which was just called Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Then the next year, they released Roger Rules, and then the year after that, they released Dog Days. And then 5 years later, they released Diary of a Wimpy Kid Long Haul, which sucked and it had a new cast. But that movie doesn't actually exist, it's just in your imagination. So yeah, unfortunately they're making another Diary of a Wimpy Kid animated movie. In case you've been like me in school and you haven't been paying attention, in 2021 they released Diary of a Wimpy Kid, the animated movie. It's an adaptation of both the book from 2007 and the 2010 live-action film. Then last year they released Diary of a Wimpy Kid Roger Rules, which was more of an adaptation of the book from 2008 than the film from 2011. And after the first animated Wimpy Kid film came out, there was news that Jeff Kinney wanted to turn every single Diary of a Wimpy Kid book into an animated film. Now, in theory, that doesn't sound that bad, except the movie sucked. Problems with the first movie were it was like 58 minutes long, it was really short. They didn't put a lot of the stuff from the book or the film in there, except for the few things that were mandatory to make it a Wimpy Kid movie. The animation was terrible, the characters weren't expanded upon very well. It just didn't really work. The second one was like an hour and some minutes, I don't really remember. It wasn't as bad as the first in my opinion, I enjoyed it a little bit more. So of course after everyone heard that they were going to make every book into an animated movie, we all assumed that The Last Straw would be next. You know, it's the third book in the franchise. We never got a Last Straw movie with the original trilogy of live-action films. I told you, there's only 3 live-action films. I will hurt you. But yeah, we never got a Last Straw film, so it just made sense for us to get one. Until today, when I found out they're making Cabin Fever next. Now you may be saying to yourself, well, they skipped the 3rd book in the original trilogy. It only makes sense to skip a couple books in the animated trilogy. Okay, well let me explain it like this. So I don't have all the books, but whatever, I'm going to try to explain this so it makes sense. So with the original trilogy of movies, we got Diary of a Wimpy Kid 2010, which adapted the first book from 2007. Then we got Roger Rules as the second film, and the third film was Dog Days. Now, they did skip Last Straw, but they worked a lot of the story elements into Roger Rules and Dog Days, so it worked, it made sense. Because there was so much of this in this one that if they made this, it wouldn't have as much, so they just worked it into the 4th, or 3rd, I should say, movie instead. Now let's talk about the problem with the animated movies. We got Diary of a Wimpy Kid animated in 2021, Diary of a Wimpy Kid Roger Rules animated in 2022, and now the third one is skipping 3 whole books for this third one. Now you could say, oh, they're going to work elements into this. First of all, this film's being marketed as a Christmas film. Second of all, how are you going to put spring, summer, and fall into a winter book? That doesn't work. Or a winter film, I should say. That's the problem with this. I don't think, like, if you were to read this, and then this, it wouldn't make sense. But if you were to read at least these two, then it'd make sense. Basically what I'm saying with the live-action films, you had the first one, the second one, and the 4th one, with the 3rd mixed into it. And then with the 4th one that doesn't exist, and it's just in your imagination, they got a different cast, but they made the 4th movie about the 9th book, and that movie didn't know what it wanted to be. It didn't know if it wanted to be a series sequel, a series reboot, or even a retelling. It didn't need to exist. Same with the animated movies. Like, we don't need them all to be animated. And I like animated movies. Also, animation isn't just for kids, you freaking dick. Everyone compares the current animated movies to the Captain Underpants movie and the Peanuts movie, but the Captain Underpants movie and the Peanuts movie have something that animated Wimpy Kid films don't. Heart and creative passion. If you're going to compare the animated Wimpy Kid movies to anything, compare them to the animated Addams Family movies. Both series don't have any creative drive or passion behind them. They just exist because it's a nostalgic property and they'll get money from it. It's obviously the trailer hasn't come out for this, so I'll make a video about it when it does. And maybe the trailer, you know, this might be the best animated Wimpy Kid film. Probably not the best Wimpy Kid film overall, but could be the best animated one. No matter what, it's gonna be better than the non-existent fourth live-action movie. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys next time.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.